Okay, it is the video that everyone is talking about. A young boy pleading with his father not to call the police on a black man trying to visit a friend in his building. In a moment, I'm going to talk to the man who was stopped and who caught the whole thing on camera. But first, CNN's Stephanie Elam sets the scene for us.
Despite pleas from his young son,
I'm going to call the police.
Oh, yes, call the police.
this man called the San Francisco police on another man when he wouldn't identify the resident he was visiting.
Sir, I'll hold the door here for you while
That
you
is
call your
okay.
friend.
Nobody's asking you to hold the door. You can do whatever you want. But I'm recording you right now, and you're going to be the next person. Look at this.
You don't need to threaten me. You just need
I'm
to
not
get out
threatening
of the
you.
building. You are.
I'm not threatening
I'm going
you.
to be the next person what?
You're just going to be the next person on TV.
On the phone with police, the resident calls the man a trespasser. His son sounds distraught.
Yeah, there's a trespasser in my building.
Daddy,
He's
please go.
Listen to your son.
Daddy, go.
1868
It's the better. I agree with him, Daddy. It's the better.
At Washington.
Let's go. Please, I don't like this. I don't like
He's
this.
standing in the lobby.
Daddy, I don't like this. Let's go.
That man we now know is Christopher Kukor. And tonight he's speaking out about the encounter on Medium, writing, "A chance encounter this past weekend has upended my life in unexpected ways. Many of you know the parts that you've seen, the video of a conversation that happened outside my home. I'd like to share some extra details about the event that I think add some important context." In the video, Kukor is heard telling police that the man walked in through the usually locked door as he and his son were walking out, a practice the man refers to as tailgating.
He tailgated through the door as I left. He walked in.
I tailgated to the door.
He appears to be African American.
Appears to be African American.
Dad,
I don't know. He's wearing a
35, software engineer.
Pink polo shirt and a Yankees cap.
All good. All good. Software engineer, brother.
Dad.
Yep.
Pink polo shirt. Yeah. And tennis shoes, jeans. Yeah. You had to be here for when they call him.
He's filming me and refusing to leave and saying I'm going to be the next person on TV.
The man filming the encounter is black. Wesley Michelle is a San Francisco-based software engineer. In a statement to CNN, Michelle said, quote, "I'm taken aback by the support that I've received in the last few days and how quickly my experience has been shared. Unfortunately, this incident mirrors the experience that African Americans endure daily, where we are questioned on whether we belong."
He said he's waiting for a friend, and I asked him to dial on the call box, and he said he would not. So I have no way to know if his friend is actually here.
Yeah, so I'm here to just rob whatever. What, a mailbox?
I'm just asking you for your friend's name.
I don't go. I don't have to tell you.
But Kukor says he wasn't motivated to say something because of Michelle's race, writing, "First, just some background on that day. I was leaving my building with my child to take him to a friend's house. Like many in San Francisco, I live in a building with a security call box, and residents in the building count on that security measure. I noticed Wesley Michelle caught the door and entered the building without using the call box. I did what came naturally and asked where he was going. I want to be clear on this point. This is something I do regularly, regardless of who the other person is."
No, he's not armed. As far as I can tell.
Let's go.
Listen to your son. Walk away. I will stop this.
Yeah,
I'll stop the recording.
I agree.
Yeah, please.
Let's go, Daddy. Let's go now.
In his post, Kukor explains his actions, writing, "I offered to hold the door open while he used the call box to contact his friend. As I learned later, Wesley was a friend of a guest of a resident in the building. The building resident was not expecting Wesley. When the encounter turned confrontational and I couldn't resolve it myself, I called the police. Eventually, Michelle's friend does arrive, to the relief of the boy."
Hi, Kathy.
Told you.
I love you, baby.
Go now.
It took you so long to get here.
Daddy, look what you've gotten us into. Let's go.
My friend is handicapped. Just give me 1 second while you being in front of your kid. Okay? Remember, I'm recording you. I'm recording you.
As the incident escalated, Michelle decided to record it, telling CNN, quote, "I videotaped this incident to protect myself and to support my story should police get involved. In fact, I was vindicated when the police arrived by showing them this video. I could never have imagined how quickly my desire to protect myself would unfold."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's actually here.
Yeah, he's actually here. Yeah, go ahead. I'm recording you.
He refused to identify that he was here with a person.
Yeah.
And now
Look
he's
at you.
filming
Look at you.
me.
Look at you. Look at you.
With a few days since the incident, Kukor acknowledges how both men arrived at the moment armored with their different realities. He writes, "Here's where the complexity begins. I was coming into this situation with my unique history. My father was murdered outside his home by a trespasser who he confronted alone. For my child's safety, my safety, and that of the building, I felt it was necessary to get help in this situation. Furthermore, I've encountered trespassers in my building, and we've been robbed several times. This is not uncommon in San Francisco, and the bad actors are all different colors. I now realize that Wesley was reacting based on his unique history as well. Unfortunately, there is a terrible pattern of people calling the authorities regarding people of color for no other reason than their race. The last thing I ever intended was to echo that history, and I'm sorry my actions caused Wesley to feel unfairly targeted due to his race. I believe people are good at heart. It's our past experiences and fears that cloud even our best intentions. I hope Wesley will read this and understand my history as I have tried to understand his."
Take your phone away from me.
If you
Take
touch
your
me,
phone
I'll
Take your phone. Take your phone away from me.
For his part, Michelle also said, quote, "I believe that ultimately everyone wants to be seen for who they are and not prejudged. I am an American, a brother, a son, and an ambitious engineer who loves to code and wants to greatly contribute to the tech world in SF, a city that I love." All of this playing out in a video that went viral with more than 1.5 million views. Don?